Did 4Ks just stage the biggest physical media comeback in history? Well, let's get into it. In today's physical media number breakdown video, we go over the top 20 selling 4K Ultra HD discs of a previous week. I give you my thoughts and recommendations on every single title there to help you make better collecting decisions in the future. And then, of course, we talk about the market share breakdown, where we look at all the different disc formats you love, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, see how well they're selling in comparison to one another. And of course, 4Ks got some big percentage this week, so I can't wait to talk about them. And then, of course, we talk about the future and the state of physical media right now. Where does it all go next? And we just have a great time talking them movies. All right, so getting into the top 20 selling 4K Ultra HD discs of a previous week, giving my thoughts here. At the bottom, we got They Live, a John Carpenter title from Shout Studios. I absolutely love what they did with this movie. I thought the 4K looked and sounded amazing, and it's just one of my favorite Carpenter titles of all time. I just love the mixture of sci-fi and action and social commentary within it. It's just a really interesting title. So very, very cool movie. Highly, highly recommend checking it out. Next up, we got Deadpool and Wolverine from Disney and Marvel. Of course, this movie was selling like hotcakes. Everybody was talking Deadpool and Wolverine, so it's probably going to pop up on this list for a very long time. I wouldn't even be surprised if they did a new edition of this one in the future or another steelbook, because you know people are going to buy it. Next up, we got Wolfman from Universal. I saw this movie in theaters. I was let down by this one because I had high hopes for it, because it was the same director that did The Invisible Man, and this one just didn't live up to the hype. I just thought they didn't go far enough with the wolf monster design, and I kind of wanted a more traditional Wolfman movie, so it didn't completely work for me. Next up, we got Top Gun Maverick. Of course, Maverick, one of the best titles to come out from Paramount. Absolutely love this movie. It's definitely a staple in any collection, so that one's probably gonna, soar into this list from time to time as well. Now we finally got a new one here with Black Sheep. Yes, from Kino Lorber. Now, I had this one on Blu-ray. I didn't really care for the movie. It wasn't as good as Tommy Boy, in my opinion, so I didn't feel the need to upgrade to the Kino Lorber 4K. Next up, we got a new one here with Night of the Creeps from Shout Studios. I do want to check this one out. I will pick it up in a Shout sale. I heard it's 80s cheesy fun, and so, yes, I need to have it at some point. Next up, we got another new one here with Night Moves from Criterion. I think this is the one that has Gene Hackman in it, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. It just didn't super catch my attention, the cover. So I don't know if I need to really pick this one up, but maybe consider it in a Criterion sale. Next up, we're going to have Jackie Brown from Lionsgate. I still need to see this movie. I have not yet seen this movie. I know it's a Quentin Tarantino title. I have to see it. So when that 4K gets discounted, I'm picking it up. Next up, we're going to have Twin Peaks from Z to A from Paramount and CBS. So that's pretty cool. That set right there. I believe I've been seeing that set in stores too, or like the DVD version of it. But that's cool just to have that on the list, a TV show. So yeah, I know there's fans of that show. Next up, we're going to have Kill Bill Volume 2 from Lionsgate. I have seen this movie. Yes, I've seen the Kill Bill movies. And yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I don't need the 4K right away, because I think they're going to do a combo pack in the future with Volume 1 and Volume 2 together and one 4K set. I think I'm going to wait on that. So hopefully that happens. Fingers crossed. Next up, we're going to have Amadeus from Warner. I've not yet seen this movie either. I know it's won so many Academy Awards. It's Mozart music. I love the classical Mozart music. So I got to check it out. I've heard wonderful things. So that'll be another 4K I pick up in a discount. Next up, we got Alien Romulus from 20th Century. Just one of the best releases as of recent that I saw in theaters. I really like that movie. Really a good entry into the franchise. Maybe one of my favorite Alien movie, if not number one on my list now. Just love the horror and action elements combined there. I thought it was really fun. And next up, we're going to have Seven from Warner. Yeah, this is definitely a popular title. I've not yet checked out the 4K. I have a Blu-ray. I was pretty content with the Blu-ray, though, so I don't know if I need to upgrade to the 4K. But if you haven't seen that movie, oh my gosh. Thriller, suspense, like crime drama. I mean, it's really, really good how it kind of plays out by the end. Next, I've got Kill Bill Volume 1 from Lionsgate. So, yes, once again, hoping for that double combo pack in the future. And then we got The Substance from Mubi. Already have the 4K of this one. Looks and sounds amazing. Really wild, especially in that last third of the movie. It just goes some places where I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going that kind of classic body horror right now, just completely bonkers. So if you're into that kind of horror, I think you need to watch that one. Good social commentary there too. Next up, we got Wicked from Universal. Not one I've picked up yet. This is one, once again, I would wait for a combo pack for me personally. You know, part 2 is going to come out. They're probably going to do a little double pack in the future with both 4Ks. And so, yeah, I will wait till then for sure. Next up, we got Akira from Crunchyroll. I did pick this one up on a blind buy. I got, the Steelbook discounted. Amazon was doing their, buy 2, get a third one free deal. So I'm like, ooh, let me save some money on some 4K Steelbooks right now. So I watched Akira for the first time. I need to rewatch it because on first time watch, I know there's big fans of it. I just I didn't fully understand what was going on. I mean, it looked amazing, and what I could understand out of it, I'm like, okay, that's really interesting, but I think I got to give it a few more watches. Next up, we're gonna have Gladiator 2 from Paramount. It's a fun sequel, sword and sandal movie. Some weird bonkers action moments within the Coliseum. Yeah, some of the visuals with some of the CGI on some of the animal creatures look a little bit wonky, but other than that, it's a decent enough time. Some good performances. And then we got Nosferatu from Universal. I thought this was a great piece of cinema in terms of just how to make a film from a technical standpoint. Not really a flaw, I could say, but talking about, is it overly entertaining to where I want to rewatch it all the time? Maybe not, because it's a little bit more slower moving, but I would say to watch it at least once. So yeah, maybe if it got super cheap in a sale, I would consider it. And then our number one title, new one here. I didn't know if this was going to make number one, but it's actually Tommy Boy from Paramount. Oh, wow. Tommy Boy was just selling like them hotcakes. But I like Tommy Boy. I have a Blu-ray myself, so I don't really need to pick up the 4K. And I heard not the best things about the 4K transfer. I mean, it's already even discounted a little bit. I've been covering in my Amazon deal videos. So yeah, I don't need the 4K. I'm good with the Blu-ray on that one. But there you go. Those were the top selling 4K Ultra HD discs of a previous week. Usually the Blu-rays line up pretty evenly with that list, so that's why I cover 4Ks over the Blu-rays, because usually they're pretty close. But yeah, now let's go ahead and talk about, of course, the market share breakdown. The big surprise here, I thought 4Ks were doomed because we saw 4Ks took a steep decline. I'm like, oh my gosh, prices are getting wild out there. This could be where people stop buying those new 4Ks. People are going to be scared of the prices. They ain't going to buy the new stuff anymore. They're going to wait for the sales and discounts. Well, I was wrong there because the 4K number went way up. Oh my gosh. So let's take a look at these charts here just to double check. I got to be sure because, yeah, looking at the March 15th week, we were right under 15%. And then now looking at the week ending March 29th, ooh, that's a big jump up. That's going to be the 22%. So, wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm going to look at them side by side here. Just wow. Yes, that is a big difference. I mean, that's close to a 10% increase. So, I love to see that. That means 4Ks are selling. People are still willing to buy new 4Ks. And we'll see if that continues here. But for now, 4Ks are doing great. It's a collector's market. People that want to buy these new movies are often leaning towards the 4K. If they're buying it online, they're picking up that 4K. They're searching for it. They need that ultra high definition. They're going with that one. Now the Blu-rays. Once again, Blu-ray is always a conundrum for me. It's always around that 20% marker. Yes, it went up about 4 or so percent, which is cool. It gets a little bit of a boost there. But I don't know, Blu-rays just have never taken hold to where it's like, wow, they have a big spike up. I don't think Blu-rays are ever going to get to 40 something percent, for example, let alone half the market. So, yeah, it just seems the Blu-rays hover around that 25% marker. I don't know why Blu-rays haven't taken off. I mean, once again, 4Ks are pretty close to Blu-rays. That's shocking with the price difference because you can usually get a Blu-ray pretty darn cheap these days, as in comparison to the 4K. So why Blu-rays aren't selling more, even though I think they have the best value to price ratio. Once again, I don't get it. If you guys can explain it to me, please let me know. I know DVDs are there, so people buy the cheap option, but then why are 4Ks like doing relatively good in comparison to past, 4K numbers? That's what I'm wondering there. To me, it's not matching up there with 4Ks and Blu-rays. So yeah, DVDs are still doing good. Of course, they're about 50% of the market. Some people will just buy DVDs. They don't want to upgrade to Blu-rays or 4Ks. They're happy with the cheap price. They see it in Walmart, easy to get it. Boom, there you go. I mean, you go to Walmart, you can get like $5 DVD packs with like 4 DVDs in it. Like that is wild. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, I found some good deals on Blu-rays too, but like I said, those DVDs just get so darn cheap. It makes sense why they have, around a little bit above now half the market share there. But they did drop. They did drop. That was significant. They dropped about that 10% marker, and the 4Ks picked up that 10%. So that's where the shift was right there. So let's talk about the state of physical media. Where does it all go next now that we're looking at these trends? Once again, like I said, I thought my theory of 4Ks are just gonna plummet, stay at rock bottom, just didn't happen. They went back up. They had a bounce back. And I was not expecting that because once again, I thought prices were going to scare off people. I thought, people were going to say, hey, I'm not going to buy those 4Ks day one. I'm not going to pre-order as much. Instead, I'm going to wait for the sales. I'm going to wait for the deals because that's what I do a lot of. But apparently everybody was like, no, it's okay. I'll just buy the 4Ks new, as they normally do. So that kind of shocked me in a way. But I mean, how bad are prices going to get? That is the question now. So, with once again, I don't think 4Ks are going to stay going up and up and up. Like, I don't think they're going to get above 30% anytime soon, let alone even more than that. I think they're going to hover around that 20% marker, maybe, dip as low as that 15% marker. But I can see it anywhere from 15 to 25%. 4Ks bouncing around, at least for a handful of the next months. If we get to a big sale, maybe that will change some stuff. So that'll be pretty interesting to see when that happens. But once again, we'll see. We'll see how crazy the prices get out there. Will that pull that 4K number down? And then will that increase DVDs? Because once again, DVD, if they can keep those cheap, hey, at some point you just want to watch the movie. So if you got to pick up a DVD, got to pick up the DVD, right? Once again, the Blu-rays are just in that middle area where it's like, I would think if, okay, some people say, I can't do the 4Ks new, but maybe we'll do the step below, go to Blu-ray option, still get high definition, still getting the value, right? You got that really good price there. I just don't know why they aren't doing that. Instead, they're, okay, we'll go DVDs, the super cheap option, or we're going all out with collecting. We're all in at this point. Let's go big. Let's go 4K. So that kind of looks like where it's at right now. Once again, I thought 4Ks would keep going down. Maybe Blu-rays would get a bump up, but completely wrong on my prediction there. So, like I said, I don't know. We'll see where the fluctuation is. We'll see how crazy prices get out there, and if that will have an impact on the collecting market. Once again, we don't have a lot of retail spaces to shop in store with, unfortunately. Again, Walmart, Barnes & Noble there. A lot of the times we have to find this stuff online, either through Amazon or we got to go through the boutique labels if we want, the newer stuff. Or once again, maybe some people are going to go to the secondhand market and maybe eBay is going to thrive and, Goodwill stores and other thrift stores out there. Maybe that's really going to thrive with the increase in prices. So maybe we'll see that happen. We'll just have to see. Those numbers are, once again, more difficult to track. So maybe we won't know the actual numbers there, but it's a possibility. So we'll just have to see what happens. But there we go. Those are my thoughts right now on what's going on in the world of physical media. Once again, I want you guys to join into the conversation. That's what makes the channel fun. We're having discussions about movies down below. So you guys let me know, what do you think of the format numbers out there? Are you shocked by the bounce back from 4K? Are you shocked by Blu-ray still just kind of staying stagnant in the middle? What's going on with those? And then what titles were you picking up? Were you picking up those new 4Ks? Did you get the Tommy Boy 4K, the Black Sheep 4K? What were you picking up as of recent? So we'll have those fun movie discussions down below. Of course, if you haven't already, a fun, easy way to support the channel that doesn't cost you anything extra. Just go ahead and blockbust that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Only takes a few seconds. And just double check to see if you are subscribed already. Some people think they are, and then they check later and they're like, wait, what happened? I'm not subscribed. Okay, I got to do that, right? So yeah, if you can do that, definitely helps grow the channel, and we'll get this information, entertainment out to more fans. We'll bring more collectors into the community, because once again, I want that to be the message for 2025, keeping physical media alive. We got to get more people into this collecting community and make sure we're thriving as a collecting community. So we're going to do that. And then, of course, have a great day watching and talking them movies, my friends. And of course, you love this physical media topic. Go ahead and blockbust another video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.